This guy was in awful shape the last time I saw him. And I don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in this morning. Who knows? I mean, honestly, I thought the last time he was here, I thought he was going to die that day.
You said
not
that,
kidding.
Rover.
Yeah.
You go, I got to take a photo in case it's the last day on Earth.
Yes. All right, let's bring Ralphie May in to the studio. He is going to be at the Kent stage tonight at 7 p.m. Yo,
Yeah,
Ralphie,
Ralphie!
what's happening, my man?
Hi, guys.
Hey there, buddy. I'm going to give you the number to purchase tickets to see Ralphie at the Kent stage, and that's at 175 East Main Street in Kent. Good morning. How's it going, bud?
It's awesome, man.
Listen,
It's great to be here.
you look a million times better than you did last time you were
I
here.
feel a million times better than I did last time.
You were, and I'm not kidding when I say that. I thought that you were going to die that day. And I took a photo with you because I wanted to have that photo. I could have given that to TMZ. Ralphie May's last photo, you know?
Yeah, right?
I was convinced you were going to croak.
Man, I had fallen earlier that day, and I just really, I was in so much pain. I went to, it cost me 6 weeks of physical therapy
Did
after
it?
that. Yeah.
What did you injure? What did you hurt?
I pulled two things in my back,
Yeah.
and I pinched a nerve.
Yeah.
And it's just like it sent lightning up and down my back and my right leg, and then over. It was horrible. It was horrible. I was sitting there trying not to die. All I wanted to do was fulfill my commitment to you. I was going to flake off. If it had been anybody else, I would have said F them. Okay? It was just because of you, man.
Yeah, I don't know if Anthony, our video guy, has any footage that you can show, or even a still or anything.
Well, I have one on my phone. Dumb's
from-
talking, and Ralphie May just passed out while Dumb was talking.
Watch
Well,
this on
wouldn't
RMG TV. So there's Ralphie, and he's just slowly, like his eyes are closing, getting slower and slower, and then at one point his head is just completely back. I thought during the commercial break, I thought that he died at one point during the commercial break.
I was just trying to hold it together, man. Honestly, I was in so much pain. You know, you just try to shut everything down, and
Yeah.
like when Dater's going for those big old zits on his chin. Okay, he's got to power through it.
So
You want to cry, but Jesus.
So your back is okay now. You're doing okay now.
Yes,
It's better. Okay,
yes.
all right. Yeah, you seem in a much better
So
mood.
much better.
I
so much
thought,
better.
you want to know the other thing that I thought, Ralphie?
What?
I thought that you might have fallen off the wagon, or you might be a drug addict or
Oh,
something. Or,
God, I wish.
that's what I thought. I mean, I thought that
Drugs are so
you said-
awesome,
the wa-
man.
the
I
way-
would love to be a drug addict. Can I be a drug addict, please?
Do it. Do it.
The
I know,
way that
right?
I saw you, I thought this guy's got to be. He's got to be. He's on
On,
his
like,
deathbed.
painkillers
yeah.
or something?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Those
yes.
are great.
Yes.
Man, I can't lie to you. I like to save them to when I'm feeling better.
Yeah. You know,
save your pain meds till you're feeling better.
They
That's
make
what I
me
always
feel
say.
terrible. I've tried.
Do you?
Yeah, I broke my wrist. I had surgery, and they gave me some OxyContins. And
That's horrible. That makes you feel so bad.
yeah, I was just
man.
sweating and sick to my stomach
sick
and
to
all
your
of that.
stomach
Yeah.
and itchy.
Yeah.
I was itchy. I had that. I gave that one back to him. I can do Percocet, but I can't do any of those other ones.
I know you went to rehab for something like a year or two ago. Was that drugs or what was that?
No, it was. My wife thought it was. I wasn't addicted to anything. I was taking a bunch of stuff, but and nothing in excess of what it was prescribed. But I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't doing. It was really bad. I had PTSD.
From what? Like Dom, our former phone screener, he always said he had PTSD. He was diagnosed with PTSD. I go, what in your life, Dom? I mean, what do you have PTSD from?
You answer phone.
Yeah, hold please. This is giving you post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, my God.
Oh, the humanity. Stop. Don't call again. Don't call.
I mean, when you say that you had
Yeah.
PTSD, from what? What? I think the soldiers getting this, or someone who was
do.
involved
They
in a
do.
mass shooting, and
They
you
do.
see your wife
They
getting
do.
blown away. All
They
right.
do. Those are all horrible. But PTSD is the number one cause of alcoholism. People try to fix themselves, for me, so many things. And then when I had, I got pneumonia, I had bilateral double pneumonia and pulmonary embolism, and I almost died.
Yeah, I remember that. I think you were down in Florida or something,
Yeah, I was
right?
down in Florida, and I almost died, and I had to stay awake for 11 days. And
11 days?
11 days, and it caused a break. It caused me
How
to
do you
have,
even stay awake for 11 days? What do you mean you had to stay awake for 11 days?
I was breathing, and if I didn't purposely take every breath, it wouldn't have happened.
Couldn't they put you on a ventilator or something?
I was on a vent, and it couldn't. It was like it was like peanut butter was stuck inside my lungs, and so it couldn't inflate it. I had to purposely inflate my lungs and deflate them.
Oh, wow.
And I was on the edge of, I was in ICU for 9 days. It's it's a lot, man. You think you're going to die. You got babies. You think you'll never see them again. Your wife is crying. Doctors tell her, I could die at any time. And it's a lot. And it brought up all that other stuff. Your mind's a weird thing. Like, you'll remember events, but you won't remember time. So when you have another trigger event, it's like all those other times are right there, omnipresent, like they just happened, but there's no time concept.
So so you have this near-death experience.
Uh-huh.
What does this trigger in you that
I'm
brought
unable
back?
to sleep. I'm unable to sleep. Nightmares.
What do you have?
I had to change my all the linens that I had were white, and it would trigger me being back in the hospital and fighting for life. And
what was your recurring nightmare? Being in the hospital? Or?
yeah, dying.
Yeah.
It's dying over and over again, like you die every night. Makes you not want to go to sleep.
Wow. So every time you'd go to sleep, you would have a dream that you had died.
Yeah.
And are you seeing it in this dream? Are you seeing this like through?
It's not just that I died. It's all the other pain that's caused because of that. My kids.
Yeah.
I was seeing some dreams that I wouldn't just wake up when I died. I would see the future, and that was just as bad or worse. It's about what you're not going to be there for your kids.
Yeah, having a couple of kids with no daddy.
Yeah.
Your wife married to some hot studly radio guy named Rover or whatever, who's really pumping her out. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that'll happen. She likes bigger markets.
This is a Ralphie there. So you then it reaches a point where your wife makes you go to
yeah. I had a
did you have a mental breakdown?
Yeah, a couple. I mean, I got arrested at a Starbucks because a dirty white guy was making my coffee, and he dunked his dreadlock into my coffee. and I just went crazy, and I didn't get arrested. I got handcuffed. Okay, if it hadn't have been me, I would have been arrested. I got let's see,
which is probably not something you would normally do.
Right.
I mean, you would probably say something to the guy dumped his dirty dreadlock, but you wouldn't take it to the point of being arrested.
Right, exactly. I wouldn't have threatened to throw him in the sink and wash him clean. And then there was another scene. I almost started a fight in Tampa. And it was bad. I was like,
Who did you almost fight with in Tampa?
I don't even remember. It was like at a store.
Yeah.
And I thought I was being slighted, and I called my wife up. I go, I think I'm going crazy because I almost just wanted to kill a guy at a store.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take it. Something's wrong. And I went in, and they thought that I was on drugs too, because believe it or not, people on drugs tend to lie. Okay, about being on drugs.
Yeah.
So they gave me 2 pills to help me with withdrawal.
Yeah.
And all they did was knock me out for 20-something hours. I woke up and it peed on myself because I was so passed out. I was like, what the hell just happened to me? Oh, you weren't on drugs? That wasn't supposed to be that bad. I go, I told you guys I wasn't on drugs. What's the problem?
Even your wife thought you were on drugs.
Yeah, because it was so crazy. She has no experience with drugs. She doesn't know. We just know the comedians die, and usually die a drug, so that's what she thought, you know. But
did you go to this rehab? Was this before or after the last time you were here? After this fall? Was it before or after?
It was
that?
before.
Okay, all right.
It was before.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last time you were here, I think it was the last time you were here when you fell and I thought you were on your deathbed.
Yeah.
It was also the time that I saw you, which was very strange. Take that whole mic arm and lower it just a couple of. There you go. Now I can see you a little bit better.
That's adorable. You couldn't see me because the mic was in my way. Yeah, you love me. I know you love me.
It was also the first time that I saw you. This was very strange. You normally talk about your wife in such a loving manner. You were head over heels for this wife of yours.
I am still head over heels.
But not the last time you were here.
Sometimes it's. I mean, you've been married before?
No.
Oh, okay. See, that's you're adorable. All right, when you're married, you get it. Okay, and see, there's a serious lack of marriage on this show. You know, it's like y'all have escaped. Y'all have escaped everything but marriage. I mean, and so it's you love them, and then every now and then they drive you crazy. Mm-hmm. Just like I'm sure I drive my wife crazy way more than she drives me crazy. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I know that's true. Okay, I know that's 100% true. But we were just having an argument. You know, we're just. You know, and I was.
You said that she thought that you were cheating on her.
Yeah, she still does. She still does. I don't do anything. She'll mention it all the time. You know, she goes, "Oh, do you have? I think you've got something going on." I go, "I don't have anything going on, man. I am the most boring guy."
Why does she think that?
Because I don't do anything, and she thinks I got to be up to something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. when you.
Every time I've seen you,
try to explain to a woman what you know what's going on.
Does she start going through your phone and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. She's gone through the phone. She's gone through the iPad. She's gone through everything. She's set up cameras. She's
and you haven't given her any reason to believe that you're cheating.
No, man. No, I've got a great wife. I've got a great life. I wish I could be with my kids more. Yeah. I wish I could be with my wife more. But you know, as far as having a bad life, I don't have one. I've got
that was the last time you were here, and every time I've seen her here in the studio, she's come here with you before. You guys seem so happy, and the last time you were here, I go, this guy is not only is he on his deathbed, but he's on his way to a divorce. This is imminent. I mean, the way you were talking, it just seemed like there was no coming back from this.
You just get in a bad spot sometimes with, you know, that's how marriage is. You know, if you survive it, then it survives. If you don't, you know, every relationship comes to that point, you know, whether this one just keeps on surviving. You know?
I read you did an interview and you said that you were suicidal at one point.
Yeah.
For what? Why?
You know, you get to the point where you hurt all the time. You know,
like
I wasn't
physically hurt or mentally?
Yeah. I wasn't sleeping, and because I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't being able to heal myself. And because you're not able to heal, you hurt all the time. You're not sleeping. You know, your mind goes to dark places. You know, when you can't rest and you're physically in pain, and you know, that's what happens.
When Robin Williams killed himself, what did you think?
I thought that I got it.
You got it. You understood what he was.
Of course I do. Yeah.
And
it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with you think he should have everything. It's like it's not. It's in his head. He was only as funny as his last joke. He never thought he was funny. He never thought he was a big star. And you know, it's that's the way comics are.
But then he left behind these children, and doesn't that give you pause that you would do the same thing with your children?
Exactly.
I mean, it's almost like a curse to them, you know, that you leave behind.
Exactly, and it's something that that's one of the reasons why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, how close were you to doing this?
Pretty cllose.
Really? So you think if someone, is this before
you? Ask interesting questions.
This is before you went to rehab, or this was after you went to rehab?
Before.
So before, all right.
Yeah.
So if someone did not intervene, your wife sent you to this place wherever you went, Do you think you would have gone through with it?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's an interesting question.
Wow.
You do ask interesting questions.
Well, it sounds like look, I can tell that you are in a much better place today than you were a year ago or whatever.
But when you're in that much pain and you're hurting all the time, and I'm alone all the time.
Yeah, you're in hotel rooms on the road, right?
Yeah, or my bus or whatever. You just don't have much other than what you have around you, and it's like you may have everything, but you think you have nothing, and it's a hard life. It's like you're on stage, you're the center of attention, you have 2,000 people looking at you, and then you're in a room by yourself and no one's there.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing.
No. I can relate to that.
Right.
I mean, I can. We get on the air. People recognize when you go out in public, but then most of my time, 99% of my time, is spent at home by myself.
Yeah. Just you and your Tinder.
Yeah, it's very much. No. I've never used Tinder. I do have a girlfirne now that I've been dating for a year.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
So it is a little bit different, but
how about you, Dieter?
Oh, yeah, I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah,
Maybe a couple people.
Attaboy. Have you bought a new LeBron jersey?
No, not yet.
What do you think about that? His return.
I think Cleveland, you're a battered woman. Okay, we had enough of that man when he was moved to Miami. You had your big burnings. You had your F LeBron. Okay, the owner wrote the letter. And now you're all like holding your eye going, he loves me. He said he loves me. He's coming back. Yay.
Yeah.
He's coming back to us. If we were only good enough, he'd be back.
I was not as excited as many people. I mean, the whole city is excited for it, I guess. I guess they've forgiven him for the most part, but, maybe the guy is older and wiser. We do, you probably did things when you were a kid that were stupid or treated people in a way. When you look back at it, you go, that was dumb. I wouldn't do that today.
I wouldn't have made the choice to return from Miami, probably. I can't do winters. I don't like the winter much. I'm a giant when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I can't do the winter.
Well, you were living in Miami or something?
No. I'm just saying if I was LeBron.
I thought if you were LeBron, I thought you were talking about you. Oh, okay.
No.
Right.
I couldn't have made the choice, to move back. But God bless him. He's got a lot of people up here that love him, and he's going to make a huge impact on the area.
Sure.
Financially, it's like it really does. It's a huge impact. And so it's great news, for the city. I'm happy for him. But with him and Johnny Manziel, I'm surprised you're not on Sports Center all the time.
Well,
why don't they just start it from Cleveland?
Does where are you living now? You still living in Nashville? You were living in Nashville.
Yeah, we have a house there in Nashville and one in Los Angeles. We spend probably most of our time in L.A. I am on the road a lot more than the wife and kids, and so I probably spend more of my time in Nashville.
Yeah.
Split.
That was sort of a central location for you, Nashville.
Yeah,
in the country.
It's so much better. It's an hour and a half flight to 85% of my work. My bus can stay over there, and it's central to so many things, so many places.
So you have this big tour bus. It's all wrapped in Ralphie May stuff. It's quite an
eyesore.
Yeah, well, no, it's you really see this. You really notice this.
Well, I was spending $10,000 a month. I was spending $10,000 a month on billboards or more, $10,000 a week, and it's like, why not get a moving billboard and save the money and have a bus. And so that's what we did.
And you find this more comfortable than flying from place to place?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah. The flying takes so much out of you.
Yeah.
You have to get there an hour early, and then it's a hump all over the place, and you might have to change flights again, And it's a drag, and the flying takes so much out of me.
Well, what about Tracy Morgan? He gets hit by a semi-truck. He's on the road.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you nervous that now you're spending so much time on the road that you could have some
I've
sort of...
always spent so much time on the road, Yeah. I mean, it's if it happens, my bus is better prepared for an accident than his. It was like a limo-sized bus, but I've been in a lot of limos. I've never seen a seatbelt before in them, and what Walmart was saying was ridiculous. But you can't live your life in fear, you know. If it
But
happens, it
I
happens.
almost feel like with Walmart, now, if they knew that the guy was doing something wrong, the driver was doing something wrong, okay. But how is Walmart supposed to know what every driver under their employ is doing and how much sleep they're getting and all of
well,
that?
it was
Isn't this
because-
what insurance is for? I mean, just your insurance company
Yeah.
pay it out or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. You think they would? You think they'd just go ahead and take care of it? But I mean, Walmart's kind of notorious for not paying people. You know,
Yeah.
there was a lady who got stampeded to death in '07 and still hasn't been paid.
like a Black Friday thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Got stampeded, got squashed, and
And her
still
family still hasn't got
still
anything.
paid.
Yeah, no.
I know. Don't even get a discount. Don't even get like a free layaway plan or something.
So what have you been up to lately, Ralphie? And by the way, Ralphie May is going to be at the Kent Stage tonight at 7 o'clock. KentStage.com for tickets. His website, ralphiemay.com. What have you been up to?
I got a
lately?
2-picture deal with Netflix, Rover.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I just signed last month, and one has already been complete, and the next album is being shot November 29th in Atlanta.
So is this this deal with Netflix? Is this the project that you're doing, the one that's already been shot? This is a stand-up project. Is that what it is? Okay. all
Yeah,
right.
and they're talking about doing some feature. You know, about maybe doing a feature or a sitcom.
I saw
Oh,
what's
wow.
his face. Adam Sandler just signed a deal.
Yeah,
with
big
Netflix.
4-picture deal. You know, hopefully it's not for Blended too. Oh man, how bad was that movie? Right? Oh my god, that movie was horrible. Should have been called Flushed. Oh, hot garbage.
I wonder. Like Adam Sandler just really hasn't put anything out that's been great recently.
No,
but
man, he hasn't.
do you think this is a big deal that Netflix signed? I mean, did they
I
pay
think
a bunch
so.
of money to him? do you
They
think?
paid a ton of money, and I think that they're smart. You know, they're demanding more than what other people have been getting, and they've been getting it from people. You know, when you have Kevin Spacey and Robin Wright Penn, and House of Cards is deadly. You know, the Orange is the New Black is deadly. You know, little Stevie show, the one from Sweden. Or I think that's
I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, these shows that they're doing are incredible, and they're putting out great content, and it's getting so easy.
How does your deal with Netflix work then? They pay you money, or do you get paid per view, or how does this thing work?
I get paid a set fee, and then they own it in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now just on the download side, so I can do DVDs.
So you can market a DVD if you
Yeah,
want. They have the exclusive streaming then. So
Right.
you can't put the you couldn't put it on Apple TV or something if you
right,
right.
exactly.
So do they pay you enough money? I mean, is this a big sum? This is a pretty significant, sizable
Yeah, they
amount of money.
pay about 10 times more than Comedy Central.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wow. That's great. Then that's fantastic.
And they demand that it be shot in this thing called by a red camera.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Generation 4 technology, and right now we're not even on Generation 2 yet. So they demand to be shot, a lot in the future, so that it's higher quality and lasts a
Sure.
lot longer. But they also demand 30 days. Because they have to translate it into 22 different languages.
Wow.
And so you're going to hear Japanese me.
Do you think?
It's so funny.
Do you think it will really translate into? Do you think
I don't
humor
know,
can
man.
translate
I
into
don't
other
know.
languages?
I don't know. It would be funny as if I was just took off like a rocket ship. That'd be hilarious. He's big Japan. Who knew?
Are you? What are you interested in your life? Like, where are you drawing your inspiration from for your act? Are you into politics, sports,
little bit.
family
A
stuff?
little
What are you
bit.
into?
A little bit of politics, a little bit of sports, a little bit of topical news stuff, social issues.
What do you
I've
think
always
about
been a
this
social-
Ebola? You think this is going to be as
No.
bad? You think it's just going to nothing?
No,
it's not going to
I
amount
think
to
it's
anything?
too strong. The thing that makes AIDS such an epidemic is that it's actually a weak virus. This Ebola, it's too quick. If AIDS killed that fast, it would have killed itself out. It's easily controlled. This is not easily controlled. I mean,
so AIDS you can have and spread it to many other people before it's
before
even
you
detected.
Recognize it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Whereas this one, it's so quick. It's ferocious.
Charlie, my sound guy, said he doesn't even want to leave his house because of Ebola.
No,
This
it's
is
scary out there.
Yeah, he's nervous about spreading. Yeah, he's nervous about this.
Charlie, stay in your house then. Charlie, stay in your house. It's Cleveland. You got to stay in your house. You get abducted around here. It's crazy.
What did you think about that story with those 3 chicks?
Oh, my God, man. What is going on, man?
Yeah.
And just all in one room. I mean, in the basement and everything. It's like, man, wow. Yeah.
Can you imagine one human being would do that to another human being?
No,
Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
What do
It's
you
like,
think
why
about-
would you even want to do that?
What do you think about this stuff going on in the Middle East and ISIS? Do you ever watch any of these?
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, okay, with flying carpets and Aladdin swords.
Do you ever watch any of these videos? Like Dieter is a big fan of all of these.
Beheading ones?
Yeah.
Well,
all of these
Dieter likes
graphic
the anger.
videos. Yeah. All
Dieter
these-
likes the
I like
anger.
blood.
Yeah. All
You
of
do?
that.
Yeah.
I
can tell. Look at that big old zit on your chin. Jesus Christ. It's a monster.
I can only watch so much of that stuff.
I
Dieter
can't
watches
watch
every day.
it. I can't watch
It's
it. I got kids, man. It stuff turns my stomach, and I can't see that. It's gross to me.
It's almost incomprehensible to me that someone.
Yeah.
I understand how you could kill someone. I'll bet if someone did harm to your wife or your children, they come into your house, they do something like that, you could kill them, right?
Yeah, easily.
But could you imagine
I'm
wanting?
Southern. I could kill somebody that hurt my dog.
Could you imagine wanting to kill someone because they don't believe in your God or a different God or a different? I mean, that is just it's.
No, I wouldn't
insane.
even tickle them over that. Much less behead them. I wouldn't even. You're gonna love my Jesus. No, it's insane. I mean, these people are they're dumb as a box of rocks. Okay, that's something no one ever says, and they are insane. I mean, it's just they're.
What do you think? Should we get involved? We should go over there and wipe these people out, or what do we do?
Why? It doesn't do any good.
Just a new group of them
Just
crops
a new
up.
group comes up. They're just the real problem is books. They're dumb. All those people over there.
So we should
they
bomb
made all
them
that
with
money.
textbooks, is what you're telling me, instead of bombs.
And ham sandwiches. Okay, but all that area, they have so much money. They've taken so much money out of the ground, and they don't educate their people. They're dumb as a box of rocks. They want to keep them dumb. Okay.
So they can stay in power. All these sheikhs and royal families and all of that.
They've never built a power plant that doesn't require oil. Okay. They've never built anything. They don't have freeway system there that's worth a damn. Okay. They don't have anything going on there. No infrastructure. Like when the oil's gone, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
That whole area is just going to go right back to dirt. And they haven't done anything to make it better.
Let me take a quick break. I'm here with Ralphie May. We can do another segment with Ralphie. Quick
Where's
one.
the chickies? Where's
douche?
You have a douche.
Or the hookup?
Yeah, the hookup bodies.
Well, you normally come in on Thursday, but it's Friday today. You didn't come in on
Sorry.
Thursday for
Day
whatever
late.
reason.
Sorry.
Day late, a vagina short.
I know.
Joe, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Good morning, Joe.
Hey,
what's up, man?
nothing. I was a little bit butthurt because last time Ralphie was in town, I got to meet him, and he promised me breakfast the next morning, and he was a no-show.
Oh, my
wow.
God.
You treat your fans like that?
Wow. Ralphie no-showed. I mean, A, making a date with a guy. B,
Yeah.
then no-showing to that date with a guy.
It was
Wow.
actually 2 guys and 1 girl.
Oh, my God. Ralphie.
Man,
what
I
happened?
don't remember anything about that.
That was a Ralphie May imposter, actually.
It must have been because I've never turned down breakfast before in my life.
Well, you told us to hit you up on Twitter, so...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
Man.
I
well,
don't think
maybe. Hey, listen, Joe. He'll meet you tomorrow.
so.
Downtown, tilted kilt, 9 a.m. He'll be there bright and early, breakfast. Yeah. Just you and all your dudes. Bring him, all right? He's buying.
I'll bring a couple of joints.
All right. All right.
Hey,
that may
man,
tempt him to get over.
Exactly. Weed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Ralphie, do you still smoke weed?
I don't smoke it. I vaporize it.
You vaporize it?
Yes, I do.
For why? What's the difference? Is this you think it's healthier that way?
Too much tar was going into my lungs, and after I had the pneumonia, I had to stop smoking it. You know, I had to go to vaping.
Yeah, and so you spend you have a medical marijuana card and all of that out there in California and all that kind of stuff. Do you think this should just be legalized everywhere?
Of course, it'd be great. You know, it would reduce. See, stoners have to stop trying to sell it to stoners. You know, that's the thing. They have to sell it to people who don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
You know, because if you ask people who don't smoke weed, hey, you for legalized marijuana? No, I'm not. Well, would you be for 60% less traffic because the stoners got stoned at 4:20 and they can't drive home at 5 o'clock? Would you be up for that? Yes, exactly. So you're for legalized marijuana, okay? It's like, you know, you're not for it, but you're for all the benefits of it. You're for free schools. And
how much
roads.
weed are you vaporizing? I mean, daily, every day? Is this?
No, it's not every day.
This is a
I don't have
recreational
time.
thing?
Yeah, exactly. Just at night to take the edge off.
How do these vaporizers work? I don't smoke weed myself. How does this work?
It heats the marijuana to where the THC crystals become airborne, and but it's not high enough to actually cause the marijuana to burn. And so you're not getting any of the dangerous chemicals.
Like the smoke and all.
Right. You're not getting the tar. You're not getting anything like that. You're just getting the THC vapor.
What is it? What does one of these vaporizers look like?
It's some. They depend. You know, some they have some heating element, of course, and then some either have a bag. That's a very famous model called the Volcano that has a bag that you can pull from. And then other ones have where it has to be at the moment of of actual burning of consumption it has to be at that point like you can't say.
What do you use?
Smoke.
You use a Volcano? Is it your?
No. I use. I've got several. I like a Volcano, but the plastic rips too much. So the one I've got is just pieces. It's glass.
Yeah.
And with a metal.
Do they have this?
Housing thing.
Now, Charlie, are you the one, or is it Rob that's all on these e-cigarette things?
Oh, I've been on it for a while. Rob's ripping me off.
Oh, I see. So he got an endorsement deal for an e-cigarette place or whatever, and even though you've been doing it, Charlie, Rob's the one that got the endorsement. Yeah. So you use this thing. Can you put weed juice in
I think
those?
you have to
pretty
get.
much?
I think it's called hash oil, maybe.
Yeah.
But there's vaporizers that are specifically meant for little nuggets of weed or dabs.
Right.
I think it's called a G-pen.
Yes.
But that might actually heat it and burn it. I'm not really sure.
A G-pen.
It's got a little.
It heats it. It burns some of it, but it doesn't. It's not as good as a vaporizer.
It's more like a cigarette lighter. You're kind of setting on a coil in there, and then when you press the pen in, it heats it up like a cigarette lighter, and then like a cigarette car lighter. I mean, and then that coil heats it up.
Right.
But I think there are like portable vaporizers for weed juice.
So they, I mean, for that e-cigarette model that you have right there, Charlie.
Yeah.
If you lived in California where weed is legalized, do you think they sell? Do they sell? Ralphie, you would know this. Do they sell the juice like they do for those e-cigarettes? So just right there in the store there.
Yeah, the one I use has these cartridges that you just screw on to the actual e-pen, and then you draw it in,
And theoretically, he could be smoking weed right now. Not that he
just
is.
tobacco.
Yeah, just tobacco, I'm sure.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's just tobacco.
So you carry this thing around with you.
Yeah.
Are you ever worried that, I mean, could the cops would they know that what it is as opposed
Probably
to
not.
an e-cigarette?
I mean, it's like, really, if you're a cop and you're worried about that, I mean, you really need to evaluate what you're doing this for.
Yeah.
I mean, you've bought into the hype, that when marijuana is bad and stuff like that. But it's so silly. We should tax it, tax it, and make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like quit leaving this to to the cartels. Quit leaving this to to the drugs. Just makes money off of it.
Yeah.
Let's get in the big. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yes.
I was wondering, does your pen use the little nuggets or does it use the oil?
Oil.
That's sweet.
Oil.
That's awesome. You really would have no idea if you got pulled over.
So in California, you just go and you buy this in a store, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you never not
fantastic.
high?
Oh yeah, I'm not high a lot.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Just with that pen, I imagine, because I use my e-cigarette thing. I use it all day, constantly, so I'm never not like getting a nicotine buzz. I imagine if I had this weed pen, I'd just be high all day. I would never not be high.
But you don't drive or anything, so
No,
I mean, it's not like you're out there causing a danger to people. I do believe that. I had a guy email me the other day. We were talking about weed, and he's like, weed doesn't make you any worse driver. Of course it does. If you're stoned, you're going to be a worse driver.
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest about it,
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, and people go, I drive slower. Yeah, most wrecks aren't caused by people going too fast.
Yeah.
Speed is definitely the number one factor, but it's usually from people being too slow or hesitating and causing traffic to back up.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's definitely a factor.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it's as dangerous. It's like we have no concern for life. We say we do in this country. Everybody's pro-life. Then outlaw these drugs that kill people, and legalize ones that don't.
Dieter, you did hash oil once. Can you believe it? Mr. Fitness over there did this hash oil.
Well, like you said, it sounds healthier because it's vaporized. There's no tar going in my lungs. It felt like an eagle's claw ripping my esophagus open, Ralphie. It almost killed me, man. Oh, I took 2 hits of this. Oh, I burned my lungs out.
Was it out of something like that?
Yeah, a little bit bigger than what he had right there, but that's exactly what it was. I took 2 hits. And we got Chinese food at 3 in the morning at a 24-hour.
Hey, that's awesome.
Chinese food place.
Because that's the best quality.
Oh
yeah, exactly.
I swear it was dog. They fed me, man.
Now, when you smoke this, does it have that same? I mean, he said an eagle's claw going down the throat. Is that smooth or is it like an eagle's claw?
It's a lot smoother.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what this guy was giving you? He just gets some guy off the street and he's smoking hash oil.
He goes, this is healthy, Dieter. No, he took a hit. It's probably PCP.
Dieter, you should try the smooth kind. See if it's any different.
No, I'm good, man.
Good.
Come on, get in on
it. Not after that, man. I wasn't right for a week.
Oh, man. Well,
that's hilarious. Dieter, how big are you going to get? Jesus Christ.
We should work. Ralphie, with your mass, if you turn that all into muscle, you'd be the biggest bodybuilder in the world. Dude, give me 6 months with you, dude. You'd be the biggest bodybuilder in the world, man.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Do you think you could turn that all into muscle?
Well, muscle doesn't turn the fat. Fat doesn't turn the muscle. But
okay, so how does it work?
Well, he would lose the fat and he'd gain all this muscle.
Really?
Mass. Oh yeah,
in 6 months. Come on, that's impossible. I'm sure he's had personal trainers and stuff in the past.
I gained in 4 months. I lost 68 pounds of fat and gained 22 pounds of muscle.
Great job, man. That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. It's a huge change. But it also cost me 4 surgeries.
Yeah.
I had to go get fixed. I blew out my knee. I had hernia. It was brutal, man.
Now, you always tell me that you don't eat that much. I mean, you're a big guy, but you don't eat that much.
No.
I've gone out to eat with Ralphie. Now, I don't know if
we all
Ralphie,
went out one time.
I think I've been out with him a few times to eat.
Yeah.
Ralphie doesn't eat much food. And what he does eat, it's like a little itty-bitty salad, and he doesn't eat that much food. And sometimes I wonder, I've gone out with other people that are like that,
right?
And I go, this person has to be eating more than this. I mean, they must be a closet eater or something.
No, people think that about me, but I'm not. It's like when I had that gastric bypass surgery, it just doesn't take too much. You get to a point where, if you had 1,200 calories a day, you'd be severe diet and you lose a lot of weight. My body just shuts down. It just makes me tired and I won't burn. And I'll just stop. I'll just stop. I'll get to a stasis point where 1,200 is just fine. I'll stay exactly the same weight.
Really?
Yeah. I have to consciously work to get exercising up because it makes me eat more. And it's like you have to balance it out. It's a really weird thing.
So you had the gastric bypass. When did you do that?
2003. I've lost.
So a long time. Time ago.
I've lost over 300 and something pounds, and I was over 800 when I got it done.
800 pounds.
Yeah.
How long do you think you would have lived after that? I mean,
I don't know.
You think you could have gone another year at 800 pounds?
You know, I'm a rare thing in men's physical health because as fat as I am, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, and I'm not diabetic.
Yeah.
And I don't have a high A1C. My A1C is under 4.
But your doctor must yell at you all the time.
Yeah,
Ralphie, lose weight,
but then
right?
they go, I want to have that discussion with you. I want to tell you that you're going to die soon, but I just don't have any tests to back it up.
Yeah.
They go, you don't have anything yet, is what they say. You know, even when I was in the hospital, they did a scan of my heart. They did a scan of my liver. And they go, I don't get this. They're like, you're over 40 and you're over 400 pounds and you don't have a fatty or enlarged heart. Okay, you don't have a fatty or enlarged liver. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
You don't. And I go, well, I don't eat a lot of fatty food. And they're just like, you don't make sense. None of this makes any sense.
They're going to have a whole medical journal devoted to Ralphie May and figuring him out, how this is possible.
I'm an odd one. I'm odd. Actually, I've been studied. There's a doctor in New York that he teaches at Cornell, that has me come in once every 6 months and give blood.
Yeah.
Because I'm an anomaly. You know, my blood pressure, 118 over 70.
Really?
You know?
Oh, it's outstanding.
It's outstanding.
Wow.
My cholesterol averages, total cholesterol is 109, and my good cholesterol is like 89 of that 109. And so it's like they're
so
like.
what you're telling me is you're healthier than I am at 180
I'm healthier
pounds.
than a lot of people just by the numbers. But then the problem is that I've got so many osteo problems from carrying the weight and from being in car wrecks and stuff.
So your bones are just achy and a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah, that's where the crunch is. You know, that's where it hurts.
Yeah.
But you know, other than that,
Maybe
I'm
you could
strong.
get one of those exoskeleton things. I just saw this on one of those websites, and it's like robotic, and you step into it, and it's like. Could you imagine Ralphie in one of those?
That'd be awesome. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You don't even need bones at that point. You can take the bones out.
Exactly.
You can probably lose 50 pounds just by removing your bones.
How'd you lose so much weight? He dropped a femur. That's incredible. Really? That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Ralphie May is going to be at the Kent stage tonight at 7 o'clock. It's at 175 East Main Street in Kent. I'm going to give you the number to call for tickets. 330-677-5005. That's 330-677-5005. TheKentStage.com is their website. You can get tickets over there as well. Are you only doing tonight? Is it just one show?
Just tonight.
Just tonight.
Just
okay.
tonight, yeah.
And Ralphie's website is ralphiemay.com. Ralphie was asking, he goes, what happened to Dumb? You've been coming on this show for
years, man. I remember when Dumb was fat and was in the snow. It was one of his greatest moments.
Yeah.
And now he's not even here now. I mean, he was an epic part of the show. You saved his life.
He was. Y'all
saved his life. You got him skinny.
He was. That's true. I mean, he was 400 pounds or whatever he weighed.
Yeah, he was 400 pounds and close to death.
Yeah.
But when he started, wasn't he only like 200?
He was 250 when he started.
250 when he started, ballooned up. So I caused him to gain all that weight, perhaps.
But
then he lost it.
But then he lost it, so
he
you
was
can
looking
take
good.
credit for that, too.
He's looking the best he's ever looked, probably, at the time he
Without
left
a
here,
doubt.
but,
So why did he quit?
I think it came down to Look, this show, you can burn out on this show. And when I say burn out, I don't mean what you're doing with this vaporizer right now on the show.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
What I mean is, you know, I
Did
think
everybody hear that? Okay, just a second.
Ralphie's like, whoa, my PTSD is kicking in again. I'm going crazy. I think that after a while working on a show like this, he worked on this show for, I don't know, 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
And you know how this thing is. I mean, fans can get on you. We can get on
everybody
you.
gets on
Everyone's.
you.
It's a very critical sort of. It's This is
Exactly.
not a tea party in here.
And,
you know?
not everybody goes after Doogie every day.
Yeah,
You know, you're gonna get it a couple times.
And and the guy's life was, as is well documented by his own account, is an absolute disaster. So when your life is a disaster, you tend to get it more. I mean, when you're doing crazy stuff, you know, we're going to go.
What was he doing?
Well, I mean, what's some of he got divorced and he
did?
Yeah, he got divorced and he immediately hooked up with a 20-year-old stripper like a week later.
Really?
When he's going through this divorce, his life is in shambles. He was on the freeway. His kids are in the car. He's drunk. And his wife is driving. They get in an argument. He tried to jump out of the car on the freeway.
What?
Yes. You know, things like that. Stuff like that.
He's just having a breakdown.
So, well, you know, he seemed okay at the time that he left. I think it just got to a point, and I don't want to speak for him, but I can only speculate.
But he talked about that on the show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that, and I mean, all sorts of...
He talked about that?
Oh, yes.
That's so dumb. Don't talk about that, dumb. Why are you talking about that, man? You leave that to yourself.
And then I think the end, the breaking point was he just felt that he wasn't. He was probably the highest paid phone screener in the country, and I say that in all seriousness. But he felt like he wasn't getting paid enough to work on the show, and I don't pay the people here. Clear Channel pays the people, and I said I don't know what I pay. I've gone.
Oh, the humanity!
Gone to bed.
Oh, the humanity!
So
it's too much stress.
So he left. I don't have any hard feelings toward the guy.
Of course not.
You can't have any hard feelings for a guy you worked with for 9 or 10 years.
I know, man. I mean, but it's like also after 9 or 10 years, it's like, you know, you were a phone screener. That's as far as you evolved to. I mean, man, you know, make your mark before you leave, bro. Do something. I mean, wow, you really aren't helping out your cause for the next job opening.
Well,
what's he doing now? Anybody talk to him?
The last I haven't talked to him. The last I heard,
he was working at a pizza place.
He's delivering
with Jeffrey.
He's delivering pizzas
with Jeffrey. He's working with Jeffrey.
Jeffrey works at a pizza place.
So that was preferable to working here
with Jeffrey. Yeah, he left everything
Jeffrey
to try to get away from Jeffrey. Jeffrey's his new job still.
And
you know, it'd be funny if Jeffrey was his boss. That would be awesome. I told you to do that. I told you to do that. I told you to do that. You do not pick your butt and make pizza. Okay? You do not pick your butt and make pizza.
He's the last I heard. I don't know if he's still doing. He's delivering pizzas in a leased car. So you only get a certain number of miles with your leased car.
That's smart.
Yes, Jeffrey. What is it that you want to say?
He makes a lot of.
Well, I only worked at Pizza Shop for 2 days a week, and I worked with them last night. He was in a pretty good mood, I would say.
Yeah, good.
Of course,
doing really well.
His
His DJ business is taking off. He told me so.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, it's taking off.
This DJ, he DJs weddings and parties now.
Oh, that's gonna be a good move for him.
And him and Brittany have a very healthy relationship, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, good.
That's great. Good for him. That sounds awesome. That's the 20-year-old stripper he's with.
Well, she's 22 now. She's not a stripper anymore. You got her off the pole. So
hey, man.
Things are looking up for him. So
that's great.
I hope that everything
girls,
works out.
They will stay off the pole with all that pizza delivery guy money rolling in.
Do you want to see a great picture of Jeffrey at the pizza place?
Of course.
Oh, no.
Let me show this on RMG TV before Ralphie goes, because I'm starting to get behind here. I don't want to get behind on my breaks.
Is it the picture?
Yes, this is sent in by a listener who was there. I hope Anthony, our video guy, has
Probably
it.
going to take him a minute to find
it.
it.
All right, I'll give him a second. This was sent in by a fan of the show who was at this pizza place, Ralphie. And he goes, "What is Jeffrey doing?" He takes a photo of it. And Anthony, do you have this? I guess not.
He's
Charlie?
working on it.
Okay, he's working on it. There
it is. All right.
Now, do you notice what he's doing right there?
Can you zoom in?
He's a busboy at this place. Zoom in there a little bit. There you go. See that big gray tub in front of him? So he has the lid of that big gray tub in his right hand. His left hand, he's eating stuff out of the dirty dish tub. So he went and he got all the dirty dishes. And he's eating stuff out of the
half-eaten food.
Tub. Yes.
Off the tables.
Yes. Now, the way he describes it is, no, I'm only licking some of the sauce. That's what he claims. But even that, I mean, what the hell? I mean, that's just Jeffrey. How do you explain that?
I explained it the last time when that picture was first revealed. So
We never got a real clear answer. What is it?
Were you hungry?
No, it wasn't. No, I just had got some on my fingers and.
But did you notice the sink in front of you that you could wash off barbecue sauce instead of using your mouth?
That's so gross.
You're not a cat. You don't clean yourself with your tongue.
Whatever.
You're so gross.
Oh, God. Well,
I do like your argument. You're not a cat. I like that argument.
Ralphie,
You're not a cat.
I appreciate you coming in. You're looking good. I'm glad to see you in good spirits
I feel
and good
good.
health.
I'm very good.
And the marriage is on the mend.
Yeah. Everything's great, man. Everything's great.
Do you think this is a personal question, but you see, your wife is really accusing you of cheating, and you swear that you're not cheating on her. Do you think that this? I've read in articles, we've talked about this on the show, that someone who accuses is guilty themselves.
I don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't think my wife's got it in her.
No.
You know, I guess everybody does, but it would be with outside the realm of believability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if she's always been the type that if she wants something, she'll just say it. You know, if she wanted to cheat on me, she wouldn't hide it. She'd just go and do it.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's good. So, but things are going well now. I'm glad. They're such a good. She's pretty hot too. Your wife.
Yeah,
she's a
man,
good-looking
my wife's
woman.
hot, and she's funny.
Does she do comedy anymore at all?
Yes,
She does.
Yes, she got a new special that's coming out. It's actually out. It was out. Came out last month. It's on iTunes. It's on Hulu. It's called "So I Wrote a Song About It." Lana Turner. And it's great. It's a 1-hour DVD. It's fantastic. She looks smoking hot on it. Oh, God.
Someone sent me this is my last personal question, and then we'll let Ralphie go.
Sure. I'll answer any you want me to.
Someone just sent me a text message. They said Ralphie talked about being suicidal. How was he contemplating? How was he going to kill himself?
Oh, I'm a gun guy.
You would have killed yourself with a gun?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I would have done it so it would have got done. You know, I wouldn't have, been like Richard Jenny.
But you wouldn't have. I mean, you wouldn't have done this in your home, would you?
No. I'd have done it outside. Easy cleanup that way.
I mean, because you wouldn't want your wife to have to find that or anything like that. But you're not. How are your spirits now? You're not suicidal now?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Good.
No.
Do you own a gun?
I own a lot of guns.
Like, how did it ever come close enough where you're holding it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did your wife go? Did she have the foresight to get rid of the guns in the house when you were going through this dark period of time? Did she know how bad it was? Do you think? Have you ever revealed this to her? I mean, have you told her?
Yeah.
So you have told her this. You thought about it. Yeah. Oh my God, this is.
Yeah, but I just don't want to. I don't want to hurt myself, and I don't want to hurt my kids. I just wanted to stop pain. Being in pain.
Right.
And that's what it kind of was. It was like I don't want to be selfish. I'm not trying to be selfish. I just don't. I can't hurt anymore.
Yeah.
I have to do something.
Well, Ralphie, you seem to be, and I hate to end it on that note because we were just laughing a minute
I know,
ago.
we've been having a great time. Hey, let's bum everybody out before we go. Hey, I'm a comedian. Waka, waka, waka. Eat a gun. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Woo! Hey,
It's waka, waka, waka.
Oh, God. Well, Ralphie will be at the Kent stage. Go see him tonight.
Yes.
330-677-5005 for tickets or thekentstage.com. RalphieMay.com is his website. Ralphie, again, thank you for coming in, my man, and we'll see you next time. I appreciate it.
I'm so afraid that I upset y'all last time. I'm sorry I upset you guys and scared you.
Oh, I was practically taking your shirt off of you. I was going to put that on eBay. Ralphie May's death shirt.
Ralphie's death shirt. Oh, look, it's got a mustard stain.
All right, we will be right back. Go see Ralphie May at the Kent Stage tonight. We'll be right back on Rover's Morning Glory. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.